Hey, this is Kate from Daisy Nails, creating fun, funky and fabulous nails in the comfort of your home. This is a short video today showing a stripy French tip design. I was going to the Barbie movie. Who has been to the Barbie movie? I think I've asked you this last week as well. If you've been, let me know what you thought. I thought it was absolutely fabulous. So I got all of my pinks out, which were Think Pink, Candy Pop. You're going to have to see them. I recorded this video last week, so I can't remember them all. So this was It Girl. This is one of my absolute favourites. And when I put this on, I always feel like I'm a bit classier than usual. Then what have we got? That one is Coral Flirt. Also a really gorgeous colour, sort of a little bit more fun. And then is it Daddy's Girl? Yes, Daddy's Girl. A tiny little bit of each, because you know me, I do not like to waste my gel. And using the Madam Glam Long Fine Liner, I just went over each nail with various little different stripes down the sort of the French tip area. So there's not really a great deal to talk about in this video, so I could tell you about my weekend. If anybody follows me on Instagram or on Facebook, you may well have seen photographs from last weekend when I went to visit my family up in Yorkshire, and we had a great time. My husband stayed with me at my dad's for a couple of nights, and then he went to visit his mum, who lives about an hour away. The kids and I stayed at my dad's for the whole time. His mum doesn't have enough space for us all to sleep there, unfortunately. We went and bought my favourite ice cream, Doubtfire's ice cream, which is the best ice cream in the world. I don't care what anyone says. And we went to my old regular pub that I used to go to when I was in my 20s with my friends. Hasn't changed a tiny little bit. I was absolutely amazed. I walked in, I was like, oh my goodness, still exactly the same. And in my hometown, there's a new pottery painting place, you know, where you go and you choose something to paint, have a fantastic idea in your mind and try and recreate it on the pottery. And then they fire it and you can have it later on. So she's going to post that out to us when it's done. I chose a pasta bowl, which I've done a sort of mandala pattern on. I was going to photograph it before she fired it, but I forgot. Right, one thing you might notice in this video is that what I'm painting is actually my right hand, and I'm right-handed. So it looks like I'm holding that brush in an incredibly awkward manner, and to be perfectly honest with you, I am. Because I'm not left-handed, but I do paint my nails with my left hand when I'm doing my right hand. And so you've got to come up with workarounds, ways to be able to do it. So I do hold my brush very strangely, as you can see. And I'm supporting my hand using my ring finger, pressing up against my thumb just to support the brush, make sure that the line comes out straight. Otherwise my left hand just shakes all over the place when I try and paint with it. So it does take a lot of extreme concentration. So anyway, yes, I should be getting that pasta bowl, which I'm going to be using as a cereal bowl. I like a big cereal bowl and I fill it full of cereal or porridge in the mornings. I should be getting that in a couple of weeks. Can't wait. My sister, she came with us to the pottery painting, and she did a bowl the same shape and size. And she did what looked to me like a sort of a French country design with little blue flowers and leaves and things all over. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then this orange rim. My eldest did a dragon money box, which she painted in the style of Crowley, I can never remember, because Good Omens 2 dropped last week, so the eldest has been pretty much attached to a screen watching that. They're a huge fan. And my youngest chose a little monster, which they painted with purple paint on the fur and then green belly and horns and Oh, it just looks amazing. I can't wait to get them all. Well, except for my sister's, of course. My sister's going to get that one. Because my sister still lives up in Yorkshire. Oh, it's so good getting together with her, it really was. Basically what I'm trying to do with these stripes is make them as random as possible. I don't want any sort of pattern to the order in which the colours are. And then just sort of making the shape of a French tip, but doesn't have to be too precise at all. And go as high up or as low down the nail as you like. These were done on top of another set of Nio Nails Acrygel extensions. I did them differently. I used the dual forms instead of the paper forms. I've never had success. I was going to say luck. It's not luck because I've seen people make great nails with dual forms. I've never had success with dual forms, so I tend to avoid them, but I just wanted to give it another try. And I have done another video which I'll put out at the weekend with the Acrygel with dual forms. Sort of go through how I did it and what I think of the end result. Very, very awkward brush holding there, isn't it? But like I say, when you're working with your non-dominant hand, you've got to do what works for you. Just filling in any little gaps there with my last colour. So what have you been up to? Have you had any fun recently? Talk to me about it in the comments. Tell me what nail designs you're interested in. Tell me what outings you've been on. Have you been to any gigs lately? If you go back through my channel, you'll see that I did used to post videos from gigs. The only reason I don't now is I haven't been to a gig in a long time, but my husband and I used to go gigging quite a lot. Right, on the top, the same as the other hand, because although my hands are different, I wanted to tie them in together, so I used this gold fleck top coat from Madame Glam. And you have to get quite a big amount on the end of the brush, and then you float it down the nail. If you press too hard, you're just going to drag those gold flakes down to the tip. So you just want to float that on so that those the gold flakes stay on the nail, and it's sort of evenly all over the nail. I'm actually looking at them on my hand now. I do like these. There is the one with the purple sort of marbly tip, which is an old extension, but like on the other hand, I've got the Madame Glam extension, which I'm trying to see how long it'll last. It's about 3.5 weeks, and it's starting to feel like I really want to take it off, because it's just starting to feel unbalanced, that apex is hovering right over the free edge. So I might actually take it off before it starts coming off itself. And then the purple one, on the other hand, is the cheaper extension gel that I use, which is already cracking. It's been there a couple of weeks, I think. Right, so I've finished off, and then I go in with my cuticle oil. I've got various different brands. This one is the Blue Sky, I think. Rub that in, keep those cuticles nice and moist. I know people don't like that word. I don't care. So you're putting the cuticle oil on, because keeping your cuticles nice and moisturised helps your nails to grow nice and strongly. And that's what we're looking for. Right, there's the finished product, hiding the other nail there. Thanks for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one, okay? Take care. Don't forget to click and like and subscribe. Bye.